Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today, Monday in my world, we're going to start off with what the divine would have each twin watching, whether you're divine masculine or feminine, what would the divine have you know about your counterpart? So let's start with a message from the divine regarding the divine feminine for any masculines watching. So thank you, divine creator, for bringing through exactly what we need to see for the divine feminine collective, and wow, got a few here, and what the divine masculines need to know about the divine feminines right now. First off, self-love. Whatever you are picking up on right now, divine masculines, it's all about the divine feminines coming into self-love on a brand new, passionate, sensual, incredibly fiery motion. There's a lot of zing coming back into the feminine collective here. Yeah, they're ready to move forward, and with the Chariot here, travel bug, I just heard there's a lot of excitement brewing because of self-love, because of embodiment right now for the divine feminines. And then we get the 1111 union card in the reverse. So I'm hearing, with or without you, divine masculines, your divine feminines have cracked the eternal fire code and they are rolling with it. So that is such a beautiful, healed, empowered energy. I'm going to get some advice for the divine masculines, because I'm not feeling that this message is meant to be as an ultimatum or a threat or anything like that. It feels so genuine, but this Four of Wands is in the reverse, which is kind of giving me the feeling like the feminines know they could be leaving their divine masculines behind. So let's get some clarifiers. Let's see it in the divine feminine wording. What can we know? We are getting, oh, there is someone else. Exactly. So soulmates showing up for divine feminines. Just a heads up, divine masculine soulmates are in the peripheries. So, you know, at this stage on the journey, I do want to say that it's sincere. The divine feminines deserve real love. And for many, oh yeah, the twin flame journey has shown them their worthiness. The twin flame journey has reminded them that they can achieve profound love in this lifetime. And divine masculines, since many of you are still not coming forward for your divine feminines, they are seriously entertaining other options. But so many of the divine feminines in the collective, I just energetically heard, but you're still the first choice. And I'm hearing, don't take that for granted. I mean, you're meant to take that for granted, but don't take that for granted. It's not always going to be there. Even if it's true, you might not actually have access to your divine feminine in the way that you think you will, divine masculines. Because the divine feminine collective has been learning to release even their twin flame, which I might add for any divine masculines watching is in and of itself masterful. It's the ultimate test, because feminines are hardwired biologically. It's even in the Bible that the feminines are created to crave their masculine. Okay, let's see what the divine masculine collective would like to say to the divine feminines. Ooh, the sun just flew on the floor. What else? We got two here. So the sun in the reverse, balance and change. So divine masculines are making the changes in their physical whether they know it or not, divine feminines. So this is from the DM higher selves I'm getting here. This is a 5D message saying whether the human, whether your divine masculine knows it or not, they are aligning with the eternal sunshine. I'm going to get more of a 3D. So let's see. What about the 3D masculines? What do the divine feminines need to know about the 3D masculines? Humility. Something's going down in the divine masculines' lives that is let's say the hand of God. They may not see it fully, but it is aligning them with eternal love, and it's going to bring humility. This is a course correction, I'm hearing. Creation, I almost said. A course creation, a co-creation with the divine. But it will look like a course correction in hindsight. It will look like whatever blessing in disguise is going down in the masculine's lives right now. It's right on track. So divine masculines who are watching, you may be experiencing something that you did not prefer, something you did not think would be the case. I heard about face 180. Something has unlocked for you, and you might be, I think for the masculines watching this, you have already gone through this, but there is a group of divine masculines who are about to have I heard coming to God moment, a test of ego, something that is contrary to what the divine masculines think they want. I'm distinctly hearing situations with karmic partners rearing their ugly heads. I'm hearing now the dark underbelly of karmic situations being brought to light. Yeah, this does have a feeling of being able to see why the fantasy, why the illusion of karmic situations was not the be-all end-all path to peace, I'm hearing. Ooh, okay, how would the divine masculines say this to the feminines in their own words? I could be your hero, baby. I need more than that, because I have to admit, this feels like something has been a blow to the masculine ego, and now they're like, oh, my divine feminine has always been there. Maybe I'll hit her up, them up. Oh, divine masculines. Yeah, it's like nothing's wrong here. Everything's fine. And just all of a sudden now there's something. So for some divine masculines, they're still in that raw place of ego where they're trying to win things. And they're still looking at divine feminine as a sure thing in the bag when they want to get to divine feminine. Let's get a message for the more sincere, more deliberate divine masculine collective that might also be truly, actually about to see a very genuine way through certain things they've been trying to manifest with all of their hearts. So I could be your hero, baby, for those ones. I imagine you naked. And a bunch more here. Will you choose me and listen to your heart? So some of them are finally coming to terms with not wanting everything to be sexual, but I mean, that's still there. Thank goodness. And would you choose me? Listen to your heart. So there's something about karmic situations that's impressing upon the divine masculine collective. Something they didn't see before that's causing them humility, and they're actually legitimately seeing you might not choose them and they have to win your affection now. So I got two distinct groups of masculines here. So I think because we have many people just tuning in to these readings you know, I'm getting for those who have just come in on my readings from last fall and this spring, and then the group that is a little bit more long-standing, maybe from 2018, 2019-ish, that those are the masculines that are coming through some of the more precise lessons, that they actually now see that through the ego that they aren't your guaranteed choice. They're being realistic that you might not choose them now that they know what they didn't know before. And then there are some that are thinking they'll come back in, but I'm feeling for that group it's going to be another blow apart and catalyzation of learning, and then coming back in for another lesson. Interesting energy. Okay, let's get on to the Divine Masculine reading. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What are the Divine Masculines thinking about the connection and their Divine Feminine? What are they feeling on the heart space for the connection? What is the sincere wish? Let's go in the 3D at this time. What actions in the 3D are being taken to come into alignment with the Divine Feminine? What is the biggest challenge in the 3D? Let's do it all 3D today. What is the spirit guidance for the 3D? Where is the energy going? So remember, this is not the deepest spiritual truth, potentially, because it's the 3D and the energetic realms are the foundational realms in this new reality. We're prioritizing seeing it that way. So let's see what the 3D has to offer as far as where things are at that way today. So thinking about Star of Destiny, ooh, Nine of Pentacles. So this is a card of sovereignty versus codependency. It's coming into one's own. The Star card in the reverse is, well, in the upright it's the destined path, but in the reverse it can be losing a little bit of hope. So there does seem to be some sincere processing about some sort of karmic situation that is showing the Divine Masculines their sovereignty, free from codependency, a little bit more. And it's kind of like, it's a woe is me energy, because it's like, I was blind but now I see. I was blind but now I see, and I see also how far from my true north I've been. Oh shoot, I've got some explaining to do, I've got some makeup to do, I've got some course correction. This is like, I'm hearing wayfinders and navigating the seas, and how the seas represent the emotions. And the Divine Masculines need to get in touch with the emotions in order to hold their own with this level of mastery. I heard prowess, but look at her. So, yeah, Divine Masculines are seeing how far they are from true north right now. Whatever has just happened in the karmic unraveling, karmic insight, whatever it is, the humbling that's going on has shown Divine Masculines how far they are from actually standing in their own empowerment. Not all hope is lost. There's a glimmer here, but it's like a reveal. Okay, what are the Divine Masculines thinking in the 3D on the heart space? Wow, King of Pentacles in the Tower. They're having a major revelation at how non-committal they've been and how they want to change that. Boom. Oh, they're seeing that their non-committal tendencies were because they were codependent. Who would want to commit to that? Who would want to commit to that, Divine Masculine? So, yay! I wanted to say hallelujah. You are seeing why you've had intimacy issues, because you haven't been in your own power. So your higher self has been wise to keep you from wanting to commit before you were able. You can't actually commit to anything if you are not whole in yourself. It won't ever feel right. So bravo, Divine Masculines, for not pretending that you were further into the energy of commitment before you saw this. Tower is a major revelation, a major, like, instantaneous aha moment. And I'm hearing the divine masculine's realities have reared up to show them the error of certain intimacy issue ways. So absolutely, it's like a big impact of the heart space here, a big impact on your connection, divine feminines, because divine masculines are suddenly seeing why they've been non-committal. In the 3D, remember, this is a 3D reading. Okay, what are they wishing for? They're wishing to see the conduit of energy. The 3D, sorry, the energy, the intentions. They're wishing to see all of the intentions of energy that roll through the 3D for what they are. They are, I heard, going through it with a fine-tooth analytical comb. This is a card of too many people being involved, too many scenarios, too much drama, too many particulars, spreading oneself too thin. They want to just look at energy for what it is and get rid of all of the superfluous stuff. I haven't said that word. Superfluous. Okay. All of the superfluous stuff, and just pare it down to the essential here. What is really important? What does really matter? What doesn't get to come along? And in that, all of the outdated beliefs and paradigms that have kept them in intimacy issues, intimacy crisis, non-committal, all of that's being seen. Amazing. So what actions are stemming from that? Ooh, we got this strength card for the second time. This was in the opening message. But the Fool, the leap of faith, they're really mustering the strength to admit they've been foolish. That's a big deal. That is true humility. They are having the humility to say they can see the error of their ways. Oh, they're waking up. So much accountability here. Deep, deep level of understanding in how they've gotten it wrong, how they've leapt before they understood what they were getting into with karmic situations. They just see where they've been foolish and they're taking accountability for that. What is the biggest challenge in this? Oh, Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Integrating what that means in practical terms. Integrating the modes, the awareness of the modes of operating in the past paradigms and how those same rules don't apply now, and they have to level up and see the appropriate mode of conduct going forward. So there's this integration phase. The challenge is for the masculines figuring out how to identify what change looks like in this connection, showing up in their lives, how they can be practical and ground this very thing that has kept them breadcrumbing and not reciprocating authentically. Ooh, that is the challenge, because I did channel Amazing Grace. How sweet thou art. I was blind, but now I see, the other day. And this is the continuation of the real vision of what's been rolling out through their actions and deeds and words and ways of being. Now it's like integrating that, letting it sink in, and allowing the alternative choices to be on tap for when they apply next. So divine masculines, you must be seeing yourself showing up in conversations and setting healthy boundaries in new ways. It's beautiful. And that's in everybody. That is the action-taking polarity. So even in the divine feminines, that is a boss move. Okay, what is the spirit-guided solution? Knight of Swords in the reverse. So that is not communicating right now, but continuing to look at everything as a loving offer of self into the world, I'm hearing. So for divine masculines who are really seeing how they have not actually been equipped to show up, and meet somebody exactly where they actually have needed to, hold back communication and let it saturate your awareness for a little bit longer. Let it percolate, divine masculines. You're allowed to take this time to just look at it that way. Okay, where's the connection going in the near future? Yeah, waiting, taking down the defenses, forgiving self. Masculines, divine masculines, you really are in this humbling motion right now. There is no judgment from your divine feminine. This is so exciting. I do want to say that this is actual progress. This is a truly exciting, incredible thing to bear witness to, because this means like you can have the time. You can love yourself enough, divine masculines, to not rush forward. I mean, what could happen? There are soulmates coming in for your divine feminines. I'm seeing like, oh my gosh, no, what's in my brain is like a whole lot of zombie soulmates like coming for the divine feminines. So divine masculines, you do have a little bit of time though, and you are being guided to communicate from an authentic, genuine place, but there's not an absolute rush here. There is a little bit of a waiting period. So for divine feminines watching this, don't cinch yourself into a codependent or premature soulmate connection. Take it slow. That's the big message here for the divine feminines. If you have a soulmate coming in, take it slow. Take it slow. Set it up in not codependent ways, so that you are not bound to anything you can't remove yourself from emotionally, mentally, and physically if your divine masculine comes back in and you should desire to choose your divine masculine. This is a very beautiful test of autonomy, and it's not a test meant to cause anyone to pass or fail. It is a test in that we get to experience so many things that allow us to see our mastery unfolding. Okay, we're going to do a Starseed Oracle for the divine feminines watching. We get a bunch. The Great Elation, Reconfiguration, Cycles, and Gratitude. So have gratitude for all of this, divine feminines. It's all part of the journey. Temple of Suspended Ending, Standstill, Suspended Animation, Holding Space. So this is interesting because there does seem to be a little bit of a, I'm just hearing breathing room in the connections right now, where nothing is being rushed. There is no pressure. Energetic pressure is off, and everybody's just coming into, oh, I heard the breath of fresh air that these connections can afford if we look at them as supportive and not punishment. Don't look at your twin flame journey as punishment. You are so blessed to be on this journey. If you are on an authentic twin flame journey, do not tell yourself that it's meant to cause you pain. Ask the divine to show you how it is not supposed to cause you pain. Do that work. Get close to the divine. Okay, and Metatron's star, exaltation, brilliance, triumph, and victory. So you've got this, everybody. Look at the positive. Andromedan Stargate, invention, innovation, and scientific pursuits. I love this card, divine feminines, because this really is the practical application. And divine masculines, if you watch that, but that was for the divine feminines. So the practical application is really practicing what you preach, walking the walk, talking the talk, having opportunities show up for you, divine feminine, where you get to show up and speak and act differently than you have in the past, and witness it and see your progress and adore yourself and fall in love with yourself. And divine masculines get right on Adam, autonomy, self-fulfillment, and non-reaction. Wow, so many messages that align with today's reading. In that divine masculine, you're seeing the humility coming in so that you're not going to engage in karmic situations anymore, so that you do hold your own and you're not looking for something to fill the void outside of yourself. This is powerful stuff because you're also seeing the error of your ways. You're seeing where you could think of yourself as foolish, but you're forgiving yourself with self-love beyond that. And that's what wholeness feels like. And that is worth creating a safety bubble for yourself to really let it sink in, because you are becoming whole. This is what any divine feminine would want, is your wholeness, and therefore your authentic, wholehearted choosing of the connection from this space. Amazing. Okay, many blessings everyone. Bye for now.